This program contains scenes of nonsensical garbage and coarse language and is intended for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello. Hi. I'm so excited to talk about today's video.
And I'm Alex.
I'm really excited. Welcome back to Davenport. Eats all across Central Florida, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, we never really called this series anything.
Davenport Eats.
Davenport Eats Ruthless Reviews. Okay, so you know me, you know us. I'm like, I love a good themed menu.
Yes.
And when there's an overlay, I cannot be stopped. And so when I heard that Jock Lindsay, which is a bar in Disney Springs, was having a huge Halloween overhaul, I knew I needed to go. Now this has been open for a couple of weeks now, and I believe it's going until probably early November or whenever Halloween, I don't know when Halloween lands. I don't know if it's a Friday this year, I have no idea, but I'm sure it's probably going up to Halloween, maybe a couple of days after or whatever. And we're here to let you know that we tried pretty much everything on the menu. We were gonna try multiple drinks, but we only stopped at 2, and we'll explain why. We'll explain why.
We'll get there.
But we at least tried all the food and 2 of the more fun cocktails, I would say. There are 4 cocktails altogether. There are 3 that are actual cocktails and then 1 that's a mocktail. So we just tried 2 out of the 4.
So the overlay's fun. This is the first time they've done an overlay, right?
You know,
Or do we just not pay attention?
I think we just didn't pay attention.
Yeah, because we went there once. No, twice.
We've
been there twice.
And it's been
And
mediocre.
They were both lukewarm at best.
Yeah.
Lukewarm is being generous.
No, you know what? I take that back. When it first opened, we did go because we wound up actually getting some of the collector
you wanted
mugs.
one of the cups, for sure.
And I don't remember a damn thing from that whole experience other than the cute little
cup
that I got, which I will pop it right here because I can't remember. We still have it. It's very good quality. Like, cannot speak to any of the quality of the mugs now, but back then it was great. And so that was like the only time we went there. And then we went there a couple of times in the last year or two, in the last 2 years or so. We were just like meeting people to have drinks, and like it just wasn't a memorable experience.
Yeah, the drinks weren't memorable.
No, I couldn't even tell you what the fuck I ordered, honestly.
Nope.
So seeing this Halloween overlay, like it just struck a chord inside me because I love me some Halloween. I really do. And I think it was done beautifully.
Yeah.
Everything, the decor, it's kind of like, which I prefer more of a vintage Halloween. So think of like the 50s and the 60s, like the spooky black cat, you know, like that kind of aesthetic. And I think they really nailed it with that. And it wasn't just limited to the inside. It also kind of dripped a little bit to the outside too, which I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know there was a outside because I've only sat inside. So that was kind of a nice change of pace. And when we did arrive, which by the way, we arrived at like maybe a couple minutes before 11 a.m., it was already fully booked the inside. So we had no choice but to sit outside, which I'm not complaining about because it was actually one of the nicest days we've had in Central Florida in a hot minute.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad. It was a nice breeze. There was a little boat that you could sit on. I decided not to sit on the boat because it was being attacked by birds. That's awesome. They did not like anybody there. And I think, if anything, they were warning people not to eat there.
Yeah.
And we probably should have heeded their warnings, but we didn't.
If only.
Anyway, so let's break down the menu. So let's do the cocktails first because I honestly think those were probably the best part of the whole experience.
Debatable.
The 2 cocktails we got was the Spike Trap, which is a Malibu coconut rum, Stoli vanilla vodka, cream of coconut, and Sprite garnished with a ghost marshmallow. And the Cauldron Cooler, Hendrick's Gin, I don't even know how to pronounce this, Domaine de Canton liqueur, lemon juice, simple syrup, and butterfly pea extract. So the Cauldron Cooler, it was a little off-putting because it looked like a vial of semen.
Yeah, it's just straight up.
It was straight up, and it was really unsettling. But I will say, when Alex did kind of pour it in and mix it, it did turn the drink into a very pretty, like, it's like a lavender color. It was aesthetically pleasing because it comes in like a little beaker. It was cute. Kind of a pain in the ass though with the little fucking vial.
Pretty awkward, and you don't have much space there, and just having that thing just be like, hey, it's here, and it's going to be in your way until you
Nothing
leave.
you can do about it
Yeah.
either. So that wasn't really fun. But when you do mix it and everything, and we actually had the first sip, I shuddered a couple of times because it is very strong.
Yeah, it was, that one was
That was
like,
pure alcohol.
Yeah.
And if you're just drinking that, it will make the food way more enjoyable. I'm sure of it.
yeah, if you down 2 of those and then go to your meal.
You're doing all right. But so it wasn't terrible. It wasn't the worst cocktail I've ever had. But if I want to compare it to the other Halloween menu that I think of, which is the Plaza, that shit is disgusting.
Yeah,
it's gasoline compared to how beautiful the Plaza drink was.
Like, day and night difference.
Yes.
It was, you're drinking and huffing fumes versus you're actually drinking a delicious beverage.
Fumes. It's true. Now the other one, which looked like straight up milk, it tasted like Malibu.
It
which
only tasted like
actually
Malibu. It had all those other things in it. I didn't taste shit.
We actually have to read that. Yeah, no, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like
it
vanilla and
tasted.
Sprite. All I tasted was
I didn't
Malibu.
taste Sprite. I didn't taste Sprite
No,
at all.
I didn't get any hint of
No, it was
anything but Malibu.
But it wasn't bad though. In comparison to the other drink, it felt way more mild.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, okay, like it's not bad. I don't think I would ever get it again. If I wanted to like get my money's worth and just get up, I would drink the cum drink over this one.
Yeah.
But I'd rather go get a good drink though.
You might as well just go buy a bottle of Malibu and then like a 2-liter of soda. And then have it just switch off.
Just switch off. It would have been so much better. So yeah, I didn't love that. But I did love the little ghost peep on top of
Oh
it.
yeah, he was fun.
He was really cute. And then at the end of the meal, I actually wind up eating him. And I haven't had a peep, I can't even tell you, decades. Decades. But the fact that it was sitting in all this liquor actually made it pretty enjoyable to eat. So
Well, that and the other things.
oh yeah, the other things, which we'll get into in a second. But I really had a great time with that. So I think the drinks are probably the best part of the experience. So if you
Yeah.
were gonna go, definitely get a drink.
Yeah, here's your first warning. Don't get the food.
Don't get the food.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Sounds cute, looks cute.
Don't
don't
even.
do it.
Fucking don't even.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. So let's talk about the food because we got everything. Let's talk about the cursed mummy sausages.
Those were cursed.
Hands down, that was probably the worst thing I've ever had in a Disney restaurant.
We each ate one.
Yeah.
And then
that was enough.
We bailed out. Description, please. I'm sorry.
The description is a mini smoked sausage wrapped in puff pastry served with a pomegranate mustard sauce. Aesthetically, it comes in a tiny little wooden coffin.
Oh, yeah.
So cute. I love that. That was super adorable. And I loved how the actual like pig in a blanket looked because I thought they did a really good job. But when I tell you, it is the driest thing ever. I thought I was going to choke to death. Honestly, and like not even trying to be funny. I thought I was going to choke to death though because it was just so like... It was dust. It was literally eating thick ass, dry ass dust.
They wrapped phyllo dough around little mummy's dicks. It was the driest thing ever.
Terrible.
I don't know what kind of sausage that was. That was terrible. Give me like a little smoky, little cocktail weenie.
I don't know why they
What are you
didn't
doing
do a
this to
hot
me?
dog. Just get a Nathan's hot dog in there.
Stop doing sausage. They're dry. You're dry. Stop it.
And this is
Get help.
This is like the second time we've actually had like a bad sausage because I think about like
Yeah,
Food and Wine when we did the Germany booth, and that was a Jimmy Dean's Dry Boy that they found 6 years ago, frosting in a freezer somewhere.
I think they just let them sit in the sun. Like they have a little, like a hotel pan on the roof that they just let them just get beamed for like 2 weeks.
They're like so
and then they take them
dehydrated.
in and cook them, so they're like sun cured, and then they overcook them in the kitchen.
Sun cured.
And then they wrap them in phyllo dough. It's like, imagine wasting the time to wrap that garbage in phyllo dough.
I know, it's kind of a big
It's
deal.
insulting.
It's insulting.
I'm insulted.
But I think what made it even worse
Does
is...
it say what the sauce was?
Yes, it does.
That sauce was...
Pomegranate mustard sauce.
It was terrible.
That was horrible.
It added nothing. It looked fun.
It looked cool. I'll give them that.
It fit the theming.
Aesthetically, everything was so pleasing to look
Yeah.
at for the most part.
Visually, they
That
nailed
looked good.
everything.
Yeah.
The inside of the restaurant, well, bar, looked great for
Yeah.
the little space they had. The food, fun. The drinks, fun. Everything visually was great. They made this 100% an Instagrammable
Yeah.
TikTok bullshit event. Nothing tasted good.
All right.
Continue.
Okay.
Cranky white man yelling at the sun. End.
So the mustard sauce, the pomegranate mustard sauce, it just had a twang to it that was very off-putting. You have to use that sauce to drown out the dryness of the sausage. It's like you're just gonna have a bad time. And it's so disappointing because aesthetically, if I'm just eating with my eyes, it looks amazing. But the actual taste of it, it puts any little pigs in a blanket to shame. Like, I just wanted to go home and just cut up some hot dogs and get like a can of Grands or whatever and just like roll it up, because that would have been a way better experience.
Honestly, I would have just run to your local grocer's freezer and bought a pack of frozen little boys, and then whatever mustard you want, who cares?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of mustard. That was not mustard.
I don't know. There was a twang. It was a twangy twang.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, the sausage is really dry. Let me dip it, and you're like, oh god, it's even worse now. How is that possible?
They figured out a way, and they monetized it. I got to give them that, you know.
Yeah. Game recognized game.
But it sucks because I really wanted to like that, and
That's like the easiest one to slam dunk.
Yeah.
Pigs in a blanket? Are you kidding me?
easy, bitch. Nothing. It was a complete fail. So just when you thought it couldn't get worse, we have the Alien Invader sliders.
These were visually adorable.
Oh, they were adorable.
Sorry,
They were crispy Nashville hot fried chicken, sliced provolone, dill pickle slices, cheddar chive biscuit, and green. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're called queen olives. I don't know if that's like a typo or that's an actual kind of olive. I don't know. I don't like olives.
Someone who does not like olives.
I can't tell you if it's good or. I mean, I can't. I don't know.
I just took them off.
Me too. And I hate pickles, so I took that shit off. I will say this. I am someone that is not a heat seeker. I am not a spicy boy by any means. Spicy to me is like Cholula, okay? Like that's where my level of spice is, and I'm happy with that. When it comes to Nashville hot, I particularly don't like it because to me it just tastes bad. It just tastes hot and there's no flavor to it. So I am not the core demographic. So I knew kind of going into this that it wasn't going to be my favorite thing, but I was at least...
You still tried it.
I still tried it though.
So, points.
Because I wanted to see like, oh, maybe I like this version of the Nashville hot. And I didn't. I didn't. The sauce was so overpowering that unfortunately it took both the top and the bottom part of the biscuit. So I couldn't really enjoy the biscuit too much. The one bite that I did have, it was fine. It wasn't like anything memorable. It wasn't like a Red Lobster biscuit. It was okay. But unfortunately the sauce just ruined it for me. So I wound up actually just taking the chicken and wrapping it with the provolone cheese. Provolone cheese was probably the best part about the whole fucking meal. And then I just popped it into my mouth and that was fine. Chicken was, I think it was a thigh, I think it was described.
It was dark meat.
It was definitely dark meat. It had, it wasn't dry. It had a little bit of juice to it, but you know, not the most juiciest piece of chicken I've had, but definitely better than the mummy sausages. Yeah. So that part wasn't terrible, but like the amount of chicken that you get compared to the bun is like this big. So it wasn't like a lot of food that I was eating. So I wasn't like super excited about it, but it wasn't the worst thing I had. I still think the mummy sausages were hands down the worst thing at that point.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yep. At that point.
But you are somewhat of a heat seeker.
I'm a fan of spicy. Mm-hmm. I do think Nashville hot sauce or anything is overrated. I don't know why it's so popular. It's like one of the worst tasting hot sauces. It's not even hot enough to be like worth your time. Yeah, I know. I just heard you. I just heard your asshole clench. Like,
I think it's hot.
Yeah, you don't eat hot. It's fine. I just think it's just not that good in every aspect. This one was fine. The chicken was good. The biscuit was too dense. Just give us a Red Lobster. That's all we want. When you have a cheddar type biscuit, all anyone wants is Red Lobster.
Yeah. It's the only reason why you go to Red Lobster.
Men only want one thing, and it's disgusting. It's Red Lobster biscuits. All right? That's it. I want one now. That's it.
I mean, me too.
You're laying in bed, you're looking at your spouse, and you're like, what are they thinking about? They're thinking about Red Lobster biscuits.
That's true.
All right?
I like to think that you just look at me and then you just envision a giant biscuit.
No, you look
just me turning into a biscuit.
I'm spacing out. And you're like, what are you thinking now? And I'm like, nothing. And it's just me thinking about like just a basket filled with fresh, hot, Red Lobster cheddar bay biscuit.
In my brain, it's a cheddar biscuit, and it like has like a little robe on, and like the little fluffy, like the fuzzy slippers, and it's like a 1950s housewife, but it's a fucking cheddar biscuit. That's what I think. That's what you're thinking about.
Okay.
And I'm okay with that. It spices up our sex life.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so
this was good. How it was visually, it was adorable.
It was adorable.
They cut the edges of the provolone where it came in that way.
Teethies.
It was like pre-laser cut, so they just kind of slapped it on like Subway style. But visually, it looked adorable. It was decent.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
The chicken could have been bigger. Probably my biggest complaint.
Because the biscuit's actually pretty big.
The biscuit was sizable, but the amount of chicken, it was like so thin.
Thin and tiny.
I think we just got a shit piece.
Yeah.
But it was good. Good, not great. No, it was okay.
It was good, not great. It was okay. It was fine.
It was fine, but I still think Nashville hot sauce is overrated.
Yeah, I think if you're going to get any sort of appetizer in this place, this is probably one of the least offensive ones.
This is probably the one to try, honestly. Yeah. Oh, what do we have next? Speaking of ones to try.
Okay, so the next one would be the zombie eye bites. And these are traditional deviled egg filling, crispy fried chicken, and black olives. They went a little crazy with the sauce. And I believe the sauce that's on this is actually on the next appetizer, which I'll talk about, which is the, what the hell are you called? Which I don't even know. It's actually not even listed on here. Which is the Skull of the Dead, which we'll get to in a second. But the same sauce, which I don't even know what that was, is also on these things, and they like painted them. So aesthetically, it wasn't as cute as the other two items, which was kind of a little bit like could have been cooler or whatever. But I love me a deviled egg. Yeah. I am an egg boy through and through. And when you say deviled eggs, I'm like, say less, give me a whole tray. So I like the idea that this was like a deviled egg, but it also had a piece of the fried chicken. The chicken is the same chicken that's in the Nashville Hot, which was great. But the sauce was so overpowering on top of like the actual egg white that it made that part kind of impossible to eat because you couldn't taste any of the egg at all. You just taste the sauce. And then, so when I flip that over and I just eat the chicken with some of the deviled egg, I was about to say essence. It's deviled egg, I guess like just deviled egg insides or whatever, like the little yellow part. That tasted like...
The deviled part of the egg.
The deviled part of the egg tasted like nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. It needed salt, it needed pepper, it needed celery salt, it needed a prayer. It needed everything and above. And it was just so... It was like a weird paste mixing in with the chicken. It was very off-putting. And that's sad because the chicken's actually pretty decent.
The chicken was good in there. The little bites of chicken.
That was the best part about the whole meal.
I don't know what they were trying to do with this flavor-wise.
I can't tell you.
The deviled egg added nothing to this dish. You take a bite of everything, you get the sauce and the chicken, nothing else. The deviled... tasted like nothing.
Filling. That's the word I was looking for.
It was just the glue they used to hold everything together.
Paste.
While it may taste better than Elmer's, it still tasted like nothing. At all.
I don't know. Jury's out.
There was no flavor in that deviled.
It sucked.
Even, like, you didn't get any of the layers when you took a whole bite.
No.
Which I imagine you're supposed to do, because that's how it's built. You just stab it with a fork. Or if you're a monster, just grab it with your hands and just pop.
Is what I did. The other thing that was kind of really disappointing is that the deviled egg filling, I know words, it was plastered on the bottom of the box. So you actually miss half of it because it's, I guess, trying to be like the glue.
It was to make them stay where they were. So they made it so it was more sticky versus something that, is supposed to taste good.
Yeah, it was...
Which is why it was not seasoned at all. They didn't have salt in the room when they made those.
No. I don't think they had salt in that restaurant, period. Because there was none on the table. And there was none inside.
Going out of restaurants is very generous.
All right, so that was a big old no.
Yeah, that was
Aesthetically, it was gross. The sauce, again, was overpowering and just really disappointing at the end of the day.
Yeah, they made the star of the show the sauce, and the sauce was not good, and we couldn't even tell you what it was.
Yeah, it was like, what are you doing? Stop making her a thing. She is not a thing. So just when you thought, all right, things are going to get better, things do get a little bit better because we have the Skull of the Dead, which is basically 4 little quesadillas that are very cute. Obviously made in one of those, oh God, they sell those things at Target, the little like pancakes that like turn like into like a little skull or whatever. And that's if it doesn't go on fire. So anyway, it was kind of like aesthetically it looked like that. It was cute though, but it was not cute like the first two items that we had. But this is described as mojo pork, cheddar, flour tortilla with a pickled pico de gallo.
Holy shit, that was pork?
What did you think it was?
Just dry ass chicken.
It's very funny because I
really thought that was chicken.
Holy shit.
Oh,
I will say this.
fuck.
I did taste the pork. It wasn't the most flavorful pork. It was dry, but it was yet somehow wet.
I disagree.
You didn't have any wet shit?
Nope.
You saw it was like literally coming out of mine.
It was
dripping out of mine.
But I think they just put water on mine because it didn't taste like anything.
No.
That's why I thought it was dry chicken.
Oh,
It did not
Oh, no.
taste like it.
no. Okay, see, mine tasted a little porky.
Nope.
But it was dry, but it was wet.
Oh, it was dry.
Again, they took
And it was
probably a glass
dripping.
of water and they probably spilled it on the
Before
back.
they served it, they're like, all right, let's just give it a little, to give it a little spritz of water to have it drip on you.
Okay, so I actually didn't mind this one. This one tasted probably, I guess, the best for me.
After what we had at this point,
It was edible.
knowing-
We did finish it. It's probably the only appetizer we actually finished.
knowing that I wasn't getting any more chicken sliders, because that was probably the better thing in my opinion, for spice reasons.
Yeah. I get
This
it.
is something that it's like if it was served to you, you just kind of eat it and shut up.
Yeah, like I felt like I was like, at a kid's birthday party.
I'm complaining about this on the way home
Yeah.
because it didn't taste like anything. It was dry,
Yeah.
and it gives you like a little injector of the sauce, which
Stop with the sauce, man. It's too much.
it didn't
Didn't taste like anything.
add anything. It just tasted like, oh, now there's a generic sauce on it.
It was like a flavored gel. Like literally like a berry gel. It was so not good.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing.
The pico,
It was bad.
I honestly didn't even with a
Oh,
little
yeah,
pico
that-
because it looked like there was pickles in it too, and I was like, I'm not. And it like chopped up jalapeno. I don't like jalapeno because it hurts my stomach when I have it. Like it makes me
Yeah, you have like a weird reaction to
so that's why
to
I don't
jollies.
with fresh jalapenos or like chunks of jalapenos. I can have it with like cooking, but when it comes to that shit, I just don't fuck with it. But there were like giant like raw chunks in there, but it also looked like pickle relish.
It looked
which
more
was
like
confusing.
pickle relish, like in like a weird wave formation.
No, I'm good.
And it's like, how are you supposed to incorporate this onto the little teeny tiny little baby quesadillas?
It was.
It's like smaller than
nightmare.
street tacos. Like, what are we doing, fam?
It was.
Give me like
Yeah, that was somehow the
give
best
me
appetizer.
a quesadilla, then just cut it, dude.
I kind of wish they had like a spooky quesadilla. You know what I mean? Even if they took like
Because
they made like
little skull.
Yeah.
on it. Like, just do that.
But I mean, even if they made like a giant round quesadilla and then they just took a cookie cutter and then just, you know what I mean?
Cut it out.
I would have been fine with that.
making a half, cutting it into threes, and then just putting a little stamp on them.
Okay.
Like, because
All right.
cookie cutter, then there's a lot of like waste, and you
That's
know
true,
they're
that's
already trying to be cheap and cut corners and not give you your value for what you paid for the amount of food. You know. I'm just saying.
Spoken like a true CEO, all right?
We're also not going to pay them or give them benefits.
Get.
Yeah, it was so dry.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
But yet it was somehow the best. somehow the best. In comparison
So there was one more item we had.
to the last appetizer.
This one, I'm glad we got reactions of us eating.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, and this is the one that I was excited about. I
Was excited.
because I am a dumpling connoisseur. And these are called the Phantom Dumplings. They are chicken and pork dumplings wrapped in rice paper served with teriyaki dipping sauce. Aesthetically,
Fun.
fun. Comes in a nice like little stand and it had like a little dome on the top because they're smoked in what?
Smoky.
I don't know. But the server like popped it off and it was like whoo, like it looked really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it stops.
That's where it ends. They looked fun because they had
Yeah.
the little thing on it and
Yeah.
they had little eyes,
Yeah.
little sauce in the middle to dunk it. And then I tasted one.
Oh, I don't know about this. You're still chewing.
And then you tasted it.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is.
Are you recording yourself?
Yeah.
Good.
Thoughts?
The first thing I thought of
And it turns out we thought the same thing.
was like eating a condom. Now I know what a condom wrapper tastes like.
Literally what I thought of.
I'm good. And I know in the video I said condom wrapper, but it was a condom. I think I was just so blown away that the fact that they served this. The texture was probably the most off-putting thing I've ever had in my life. It was definitely and I've had a lot of horrible things at Disney, and I love Disney. I love Disney, but I've had a lot of horrible things at Disney, and I've had to pay for a lot of horrible things. This was by far one of the worst fucking things I've had in my life. I thought I was gonna throw up on the table.
I thought she was too.
And I really was just trying not to think about eating a condom. And then I kept trying to not think about the Coneheads movie, where the Coneheads would just chew condoms like bubble gum. I was just like, think of anything else, think of anything else, think of anything else, because I thought I was gonna lose my shit on that table. The wrapper is so thick.
It's so thick.
It's so
And it does
thick.
not melt in your mouth. Because I thought when you
No.
think of something like that, you think of like a rice wrapper where it's like thin.
Very
and, you know,
thin.
you can easily bite through it. This, like, not only is it too long, so you pop the whole thing in your mouth, which I imagine you're intended to do, and it is a good sizable amount of meat, but you start chewing that, and then some of that flim flam starts going into the back of your throat, and you're like, oh no, this is not good. That's my inner monologue.
Abort.
My inner monologue is like, Raven Monroe. He's like, oh god, abandon ship. Panic. Start to panic. And then I immediately start to sweat and all that stuff, and then you just keep chewing, and you keep chewing, and you keep chewing, and then you're like, okay. And then you realize the meat is so dry.
That's the theme.
It is so dry.
It's the theme in this place. They like literally kill everything in the back. I don't know why. It's like they're allergic to flavor or juices or anything.
I guess enough people complain like this is like
too
wet.
juicy.
I bite this burger and then like it just like shoots out like a flavor and like liquid, and then they're like, never again, ma'am.
Never again.
We got you. So we're gonna just absolutely murder all the food back here. It was so dry.
That's what they do.
And then you were like, obviously the smartest thing like we did was we removed the rest of the condom wrappers, flung them at our neighbor's table. We did a little and you were like, it's good if you completely cover it in sauce. And I still disagree because they were so dry.
And I mean, I literally junked my whole ball in the teriyaki
Oh yeah,
sauce.
she dunked it and then twisted it into little sauce ramekin.
Yeah.
And just completely painted it with sauce. And you're like, now it's okay.
What's also really kind of incredibly infuriating too is that for dumplings, there should not be a teriyaki dipping sauce.
Yeah, teriyaki is a weird choice. That is not a dumpling.
Crazy.
That is, dare I say, the whitest thing I've ever heard.
This is a white menu for sure. All of it. There's no flavor. It's mayonnaise. Like, it's so. And it was so like I was upset in my inner monologue. I was upset that one, I ate a condom, but two, that I have to dunk this giant meatball, not even dump, it looked like a meatball, into teriyaki sauce. And that was the only thing that kind of saved it. Then it wasn't so bad, but when you fling off the condom and you look at it, it legitimately looks like a used condom. It's like hard not to look at it.
Yeah, the way it was like just kind of shriveled on the ground. It's like, okay. So next time, if you ever want to experience this at home, get yourself a condom or a dental dam and just wrap it around some little get like the driest meatball you've ever seen in your life. Wrap it around that and just start fucking chewing it. That's it at home. And some reason, pour some teriyaki sauce on it. You got it, fam.
That was when I was super upset. And at that point, I wanted to order a third drink, but I was so pissed off that I was like, no, I think you got enough of my money today. I'm good. So the server came back. She's like, you want anything else? I was like, no, check please.
Because
Thank
we
you.
started that meal. She was like, oh no, we're going to get the other drink, but we'll order it later.
Yeah.
Because that was our plan, to try all three of the alcohols.
Yeah.
And then leave. Yeah, we did not do that.
No.
We just had the two, and we were like, okay, we gotta go now.
We gotta go. They do not offer a discount, by the way, so there's no annual pass holder discount. So
Let's all pause for a second and be surprised.
Ooh. So I believe before tax and tip, it was like about $118.
Yeah.
And I gave her a good tip because she was very nice. It's not her fault that the shit sucks, so she was lovely. So yeah, I think the best part about that whole restaurant is the decor and the birds that are warning you not to eat there. I think that is probably the best part of it. So if you are visiting Disney and this is on your like, oh, I really need to see it, I say go ahead and see it. Try to get there when they open, because when we were walking out, which was not even an hour, by the way, it was less than an hour.
That place got packed so fast.
And there was a line outside to go in. So just kind of a heads up, it's first come, first serve. You know, I thought it opened at 11 a.m. People were already in there at, I guess, like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, they were in there and eating when we got there.
Yeah. So it was, unless their hours have changed.
Yeah, maybe on like the weekend, because this was a Saturday.
Yes.
Also, Springs was dead.
It was dead. But yet everybody was in that fucking
everyone was localized right there and at Gideon's. So... Yeah, no comment.
So yeah, I say no. It's a no.
It's a no.
But if you are going to go in there because you want to see it, definitely go look at the decor and shit, because that's really cute. And if you're going to have a cocktail, definitely, honestly, you could have either one. But if you really want a bang for your buck, get the one with the semen, the cauldron cooler, because at least it will get you up. The other one, the Malibu one, it wasn't a bad drink. It was just drinking Malibu.
Yeah, if you like Malibu.
Aesthetically, it was pleasing. So I'd rather you go for drinks if you want to do that, because the food is like a no-go.
Yeah.
And that's only if you want to go there. But if I were you, I would never go.
I would go anywhere else.
I would go anywhere else.
Go to Rainforest Cafe.
Yo, Rainforest Cafe.
Which we'll have our redo.
Yeah, that was fun. That place is special.
It's something, all right.
It's something, all right. But anyway, I say no. I veto.
Not recommend.
Nope, I don't recommend this one.
It's, if you can, walk in.
Avoid it.
Look up. Look at all the fun stuff. And then be like, bye.
I gotta go.
Best
I gotta
experience
get
you can
real
have.
food.
Yeah. Jeez. So that was fun.
That was fun. Yeah. So in terms of other Halloween menu items, I think there is another restaurant. I think it was Eat.
Oh, yeah.
That's in Disney Springs that apparently has some sort of like monster offering. So we're going to definitely try that. But I think that's pretty much it, because everything else is in Magic Kingdom and it's during the Mickey's Not So Scary, which we are going to. I don't know if we'll be able to eat, we probably won't be able to eat everything, but we'll be able to eat some things.
Yeah,
so
we'll try a few things.
you'll see a video like that in the future where we'll talk about it, because it's also going to be my birthday. So it should be fun. So yeah, so this sucked. This was garbage. And I say no. Nay.
Yeah, your top item.
Oh, Rose and Thorn. Let's do a Rose and Thorn. My rose.
Oh, God, you're doing this again?
My rose is the decor. My thorn is the condom dumpling.
Yes.
Same.
Okay, make your rose a food item.
My rose would be the quesadilla.
Quesadilla?
Yeah. So at least I ate the
The
quesadilla.
chicken slider.
Okay.
And that the concept of the dumpling condom should be just completely removed from anyone's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't.
Not even on a bet.
Trap.
Save yourself the money. Don't do it. Anyway, now I want to hear from y'all. Let me know down below if you have gone to this restaurant. I have seen a couple of Disney vloggers speak very highly about this, and for that, I say go f yourself.
Shame.
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 You have no taste at all, and you should be ashamed of yourselves. Ugh. No. But yeah, I would love to hear from y'all. Let me know. Maybe you had a better experience. I doubt it, though, but do let me know in the comments. And of course, I want to say thank you so much to my beautiful patrons and YouTube members for keeping this garbage boat afloat. And we'll see you, little trash bags, real soon. Bye.
Bye.